I am Thibaut de la Touane, creator of the Triton War company and designer of the board game V Commandos. I've been developing games for the past 20 years, starting from video games, then moving on to board games these past 4 years. Our new project is based on the Assassin's Creed license. We're really happy because the franchise was one of the inspirations behind V Commandos. When we started thinking about infiltration games, it was the game that came to our minds first and foremost. The first reason we're doing an Assassin's Creed board game is because we're big fans of board games as well as of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I spent a lot of money on other Kickstarter games. There was always this frustration that we didn't have a board game version of Assassin's Creed that really pleased us. We think that the franchise has the potential to make a great game. We developed a board game a few years back, but we still wanted to make something that was more like us, something more gamey. And we had this opportunity when we met the guys from Triton War and got to know their game V Commandos. That's what made us want to start collaborating with them. It's a game with miniatures, which is something really new to us. We're working with exceptional sculptors that are known for other projects that you must have certainly heard about. We'll also have a scripted campaign. It's a huge campaign consisting of about 20 missions with an experience system, so that in between each mission, we can upgrade our characters and equip them better, etc., etc. The idea is to transform an already accessible gameplay into a board game while keeping the video game feeling. This is basically our trademark. We do have creative license, but always where the lore permits it. We would never go with an idea that goes against the core elements of Assassin's Creed. Like, if we want to create a new character, we will make sure that it stays true to the universe. For example, if we want to create a contemporary assassin within the franchise, it is clear that we would reach out to Ubisoft, explain the situation, and ask for their opinion. We would trade information and ask for their input. It's always a discussion between us and them. First of all, Triton War consists of ex-Ubisoft employees that have worked on the Assassin's Creed franchise. I've known them for several years now. They developed their first game, V Commandos, which was critically acclaimed. We really liked V Commandos and found that the experience, the exploration, the stealth mechanics, the historical accuracy and the research behind it made the game excellent for us and was in some sort a mirror image of what we were working to develop in terms of video games. For us, they were in a funny position where websites like Kotaku recommended the game not once, but twice. The second time, a year after the game's release, just to remind people of how much they enjoyed their gaming experience. And it pushed us to move forward with the project alongside them. We are situated in Montreal, where the Assassin's Creed games are developed. So within a few minutes, we're in their offices. We take our car, we try out the game and share our ideas. We have a proximity with Ubisoft, and that is really important to us. The mutual trust that we have gives us a lot of creative freedom, which I think is really rare in the game licenses. Like now, all the assassins in our game are newly created by us. We also have new characters and things that I can't talk about right now. But we have lots of freedom and lots of exchanges with Ubisoft and swift validation. It's simple and fast, and I think we're lucky to work in these conditions. The strength of our partnership with Ubisoft is that it allows us to create and unfold story parts that are canon, and so that are validated by them. It can range from secondary or maybe minor characters, their hidden personality traits, or actions. So we chose Venice because in the 16th century, Venice was something extraordinary. It's an incredible city, a huge city that dominated the Mediterranean at the time. So there are a lot of possibilities. To transcribe the core idea of Assassin's Creed, its DNA, onto any other platform is never easy. It takes time to find the proper language. What and how would Assassin's Creed look like on the big screen? Or in a comic book? We try each time to maximize the opportunities and the limitations that the medium gives us. In the case of a board game, it's not easy to implement elements like parkour or navigation. However, we can bring in the historical veracity, the progression, the colorful characters, the combat mechanics, and the stealth mechanics. These are recurring elements, part of the Assassin's Creed franchise, and that, when well done, can turn out to be excellent in a board game. The first step is to focus on the core gameplay. We make scenario-driven games based on levels. But before moving forward with all the levels, we need to make sure we have what is called the core gameplay. That is really the heart of the game, the basic mechanics, so that it works well, and there's a good rhythm, without any downtime, and that it's short enough, around 45 minutes. We can line up the scenarios, but it must be tight. When the balancing is done well in a scenario, which takes quite some time, only then can we unfold the different scenarios, and it goes quite fast. We do a lot of playtests. It's something that we do intensively during the stage of development. It comes from my video game background. When we make video games, we do a lot of playtests. The game is created in parallel with playtests. They don't just happen at the end. We test it out anywhere, anytime during development, especially to try out new ideas. The current challenge, especially for Assassin's Creed, is to push the accessibility. Now on Assassin's Creed, we have around 5 actions, but we also have cards to play other actions, so it's easy to remember them since you have the cards right under your eyes. What we must remember is that we can move, attack, save an action, hide a body, or exchange an item. I think that's about it. We're also working with Manuel Rozois. He helps us with the HQ and the experience system. He has a huge RPG background, which helps us a lot. He's also helping us with the integration of the story and the gameplay, something he did very well in Time Stories. Something we wanted to do along with Ubisoft is to offer a collector's game, so we're trying to raise the bar as high as possible. We also have a system of envelopes we open before each mission. Each envelope will reveal new elements, which little by little will add to the gameplay. So revealing new equipment, new surprises, new events, as well as big surprises that I can't talk about right now. But what's great is that this creative freedom will give us a chance to create things that you will probably not expect. So big surprises while playing the game. And it's really our goal to address the fans and give them what they want. These envelopes will stay secret. You'll discover them once you open the boxes. We will have secrets like these that will be very interesting, I think.